G'day and welcome back to Duck Solid Gaming and Twitch TV. We are live here with Duck Solid Gaming and we are going to take on European Truck Simulator 2 today. We are going to go back to this game. We've just had a big patch. Has been released just recently, 1.4. We just changed a lot of things and we haven't played Euro Truck Simulator for a long time. So we're going to head back in. But we are going to start from scratch. Now, we are also going to have the viewers, when we have viewers here, to select exactly what we're going to do, where we're going to start, all that sort of stuff. So what we're going to do is basically we'll put it out to... Yeah, shut up, Dave. Hello, Dave. Hello, Panda. I did play it last night for a little bit. Yes, I know. But we haven't played it on stream. Bloody moron. Right. Yeah, so viewers are going to drive... Not literally, but they're going to drive the decisions on what routes we take, what loads we take, all that sort of stuff. Something a little bit different as we'll as we go along. Well, be more specific. I will try to, Dave. Jesus. Anyway, all right. So first things first, we have just created our profile. There's nothing new really here. Mod-wise, we're not using much in the way of mods. I think we have some trailers and some real companies in there. We are going to be... Dave, give it a rest. We are going to be avoiding all the road rules wherever possible, even though the cops still hate me. We will be stopping for red lights. We will be keeping an eye on the speed and trying to keep below the speed limit. I emphasize the fact we'll be trying to keep below the speed limit and all that sort of stuff. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. So first thing we need to do is we need to select our headquarters. Right. So, for those who are in chat, Panda, Dave, whoever else, where are we going to start? Choose a country. You can choose a country, I'll choose a city. So we have the United Kingdom. In fact, I'm going to put a premise on that. We're not starting up way north. I'm not doing that. It has to be in continental Europe down here. Lithuania. Really? You really want me to start... a country that's in here, Panda. So we got Italy, and I'm not starting on the islands either. So I will have ultimate control over these decisions too. By the way, so you can give a decision. I might say no. We're not starting in Norway, Sweden, Finland. Anything north of Poland, we're not starting on. Yeah, chat gets to choose when I say they get to choose. Well, you've said Lithuania. All right, you've said Lithuania. What do you reckon, Panda? Sounds just like your wife. Yeah. Come on, Panda. Malta's not an option. Austria. Now you're saying Turkey. You are a Turkey. Why do you want to go to the extreme? You just want to make me drive longer and further and all that sort of stuff, don't you? No, well, Dave, as much as I appreciate your input, I'm going to take Panda's input and we're going to start in Austria and I'm going to start in Vienna. So let's select that. We'll confirm our selection so we're not here for another 15 minutes. Do you want to walk through the tutorial? No. Oh, dear. All right. So, yes, Dave is actually quite right. I was actually playing... you always cause me the most grief. I was actually playing ETS last night, and I was streaming it on Discord. I was getting back into it, just sort of making sure that the steering wheel was working and everything else. I did play it for a little bit. I then did switch over after playing it for a little bit. I played a bit more. Actually, it was Dave's last night was my morning. And then last night, my time, I switched over to ATS and played a bit of ATS with the 1.4 patch. ATS I'm probably going to do on YouTube because we've got 3 whole DLCs we haven't really covered at all with ATS. What are you doing? I haven't pressed anything. You're not supposed to be driving anywhere yet. Right. So this is our first job. We get given a seemingly a very small job. So let's... Right, come on. What's going on? Something's gone funky. Let me just have a look what's going on in here first. Controls. Acceleration axis. Right. Brake axis. Right. Let's see if that fixed it. For some reason it dropped off the throttle. That's better. All right. So we have our Stokes trailer attached, and now we're going to head off and do our very short delivery. Very short. Oh, I do need to set up the seating position and all that as well, but I'll do that later. For now, this will suffice. So this delivery is the total of 1 kilometer. So yeah, it's going to be a real long delivery. What can go wrong in 1 kilometer? What could I possibly screw up in a kilometer? What are we driving? We're driving a Renault. I did choose Renault as my preferred brand. I don't know why I chose Renault. But we weren't live at that point, so I got to choose the truck. So, okay. And there we go. First delivery done. We just got to do the quick parking. Yeah, you don't get a choice for the quick parking, by the way. I've just chosen that. Right. There we go. How are you, Jimmy? Jimmy, you naughty boy. Jimmy has just subscribed for 3 months. Thank you very much, Jimmy. My alerts still aren't working. Bloody hell. Oh, well. All right. So that was our first 7-minute job. Okay. So let's go. Now, what we're going to do is we're not going to... well, look at our lovely garage. Dave, that looks like your house. Hey, I missed yours earlier. What do you mean? Oh, sorry, DC Dave. Yes, indeed. Thank you. I'll have to be nice to you now for at least 5 minutes. Dave subscribed for 3 months. Thank you, my friend. So thanks to both Dave and Jimmy for the subscribes today. It is truly appreciated and humbling. Right, let's continue. We don't need to look at Dave's house anymore. Yeah, we know that. Yep. Come on, just flog off. Righto. So we haven't got any access to the banks at all at the moment. We've got to wait till we level up a bit. So we haven't got fancier than yours. Mate, I've only got a backyard dunny. All right, so we're going to go to the job market and choose a quick job. All right. So first one in can choose a country where we're going to take a job from. Any country. Choose a job. Choose a country, I mean. First one in. I'm fearful of what Dave's going to put up. Hopefully Jimmy or Panda refer. Italy. Right, Italy. Okay. Let's go down to Naples, shall we? Let's have a look. Is there anything in Naples? No. Bari. Oh, there you go. Jimmy likes Italy as well, so it doesn't matter what Dave says. Okay. Oh dear, there's so many jokes there. So deliveries, we've got fresh fish is internally to Italy. Fish fingers, cut flowers, fresh herbs, vinegar. Excavators, soil, chemical sorbent, roof lights, frozen hake, lots of fish, floor panels. They're all internal jobs to Italy. There's nothing huge there. Obviously, we want to do jobs that are going to give us the best return. Oil on the third page. You're going to give me the one that's going to give me bugger all money. So you're going to give me one that's going to give me €5 a kilometre. No, your choices are shit, Dave. Right, anyone else got a choice? We want to make money here, mate. I would suggest one of these first three is probably the better ones. Best price per distance. Well, that's what I reckon too, because we've got to get the cash. So I'll sort it by price per distance. There we go. So the best price per distance is going to be the cut flowers from Bari to Naples. Obviously that one there, the roof light's only a fairly short one by the look of it. So DC Dave says the cut flowers. All right, so it's the most worthy decision you've said so far today, so we'll take that job. It seems like Jimmy and Panda are on the same page. All right. So we've got our cut flowers in our trailer, and we've just got to drive our way out. So no mucking about. We're just going to get going. What are we in this time? An Avico. Right. Sometimes I get confused looking at these gates, just like, is that a gate or not? So we haven't been here for a long time. All right. What's European road rules? Do you have to indicate when coming off the roundabout at all times? Can't remember. Well, I know most Europeans don't indicate anyway, but all right, what have we got? So we got 237 kilometres. Well, I can't remember if I set up my cruise control either. So how is everyone today, by the way? Hope everyone is well. We've finally seemingly got rid of the rain here in Sydney itself. Lots of New South Wales are still under a lot of water from all the flooding from the rain we had. Some areas had over 1,000 millimetre of rain in like a 24, 36 hour period. We were safe here. We didn't suffer any effects other than just a lot of water, a lot of rain. But the sun is shining. It seems to be quite warm. So that's good. And hopefully all those that have been affected by the floods will be able to get back on their feet soon. In fact, I was thinking possibly of doing a charity stream, but we'll see how things go. So Panda says he's tired as always, and Jimmy says he's not bad. Okay. Not bad, but not good either. All right, off we go. Now, I was saying actually yesterday to Dave while I was on Discord that, and we're not going to go through the red lights, that this is the first time, well, I mean, yesterday was the first time I was actually able to tweak everything on ETS and ATS up to Ultra now with the 3070. And it's still surprising how this game has been around for so long and it still looks so nice. I mean, obviously they've done some engine upgrades recently, but it just the level of detail is actually a lot more high. Well, I wouldn't say high fidelity. It looks a lot better at distance than what a lot of other games even being produced. Oh, bloody hell. Than what a lot of games being produced now are even like. So, it's a lovely looking game still. Bloody Europeans, they need to have traffic lights on the other side of an intersection. So I was like, if you're parked up really close, I don't want to go reverse, right? You can actually see through the lights. That's one of the things I don't like about these bloody European intersections. Anyway, we're on the road to Pescara and Napoli. Yeah, no, so I do like the look of the game. I think it's for crying out loud, seriously? Right. Who's programmed up all the stoplights for me? Someone has. Come on. All right. If I keep on getting this many red lights, I'll turn off the bloody red lights and just go screaming through them. Be damned. All right, so as you can see, all these roads off on my GPS HUD here on the bottom right, a lot of the roads are grey. That means I haven't explored that area. I can honestly say I don't think I've done any jobs at all in my time with ETS. I don't think I've ever driven into Italy. So there's a lot of the DLCs in that. I've got every DLC. So every country DLC for ETS and ATS I have. It's just certainly for 3 of the ones from ATS and oh really? Yes, son of a. Okay, I wasn't watching. And certainly probably at least half of the DLCs for ETS I haven't driven in. So yeah, it'll be taking in the views and all that sort of stuff. Drive through on the wrong side of the road and you won't get a ticket. No. I'm trying to do it. Look, it's not realistic, really. I mean, let's face it. But we are going to try and do it semi-realistic. We're going to obey the road rules as best we possibly can, and try and do the right thing. I emphasize the try. I will tell you from straight off the bat, I won't be going into way stations though, so I'll be getting fined for any way stations we miss. Anyway, yeah. So that's all good. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this. The other thing I did want to, I was actually surprised with what I saw yesterday. I can't remember when this game came out, but certainly it was like, I couldn't recall them on ETS either, but I was just stating a fact that if they are there, I'm not going to go to them. City Skylines, it's 6 years since City Skylines was first brought out. And I don't think ETS is that far behind it. In fact, I think it may have even been longer since ETS was brought out. I can't remember, unless someone wants to look it up. But yeah, it's a fair while ago. I'm speeding again. Righto. But let's put on the cruise control. There we go. See, normally I just go pedal to the metal and just fly past everyone, but we're not going to do that. 2012, according to Steam. Okay, thanks, Panda. So yeah, this is even older than City Skylines. So this is coming up to 10 years. So and the marvelous thing is they're still supporting it, both this and ATS. This came out obviously before ATS, I'm pretty sure. I think ATS was about 14, 15. Yeah, well, 2015's right because it's 6-year anniversary for now. Which way is this road going? Where am I going? I'm going to Napoli, aren't I? Yeah, so they did announce 6 years for City Skylines. But yeah, so coming up to 10 years for ETS 2, which is remarkable. (2016) ATS. There you go. I wasn't that far off. No. You don't get to come screaming down there. You. Actually, one thing I did notice in the game, I don't know if they've patched it out a bit, but certainly from playing the game previously, ETS and ATS, the AI in ETS was always more, shall we say, in ETS. Sorry, the AI in ETS was, shall we say, more European in their driving. They tend to cut you off a lot more and all that sort of stuff. But not that I have anything against Europeans. But yeah, I don't know if that's been fixed. I know there's been constant tuning of the AI and stuff like that. But some of the stuff they've done has always been a bit dodgy, as in the AI traffic itself. Anyway. So yeah, it's funny how some games can stand the test of time more so than others. But and I don't, certainly on the look of it, I don't see that SCS are stopping anytime soon with ETS 2 and ATS. They're just going to continue bringing out countries and states. Although I don't know, I think they're probably pretty much at their limit now for ETS. I don't know how much further they want to explore, unless they want to come down to into the. Well, I don't know, actually. I suppose there's a lot more they can add to it, but it'll be interesting to see. But certainly for ATS, there's a fair few states they've got to go yet. I mean, there's many that use, like my good mate there, Jimmy. He plays with Pro Mods. Is it Pro Mods that gives you? Yeah, Pro Mods gives you all the extra detail and other states and countries for both ATS and ETS, and which is done by third parties. And obviously, there's a lot of other stuff that can be done, but whether SCS go the same length or go further or not, or like for instance, do all the states in the US, I don't know. But anyway, it'll be interesting to see. But it's certainly a good game. Just sort of, I certainly enjoyed it last night. I was sitting here watching the Grand Prix qualifying, the Abu Dhabi, no, Bahrain, sorry, Bahrain F1 qualifying 1, and I was just driving my Mac around. Where was I? In Colorado. I was driving around Colorado, and yeah, I was just chilled out and just having some fun, just driving around. So it was good fun. So this is quite enjoyable. There's no real stress. It's just driving along and chatting. What's Jimmy said? They had one guy doing AI, and he never studied it at uni. I think when they moved into new offices, they hired more people and an AI programmer. Yeah, certainly the AI is better than what it was. I mean, it used to always sort of just constantly brake check and just pull out in front of you for no apparent reason. Oops. Someone needs to keep telling me when we're changing speed limits, because I've missed that one. You know what, bugger it. We'll go 5Ks over the speed limit. Should be safe. 46Ks to go. We're almost there. And Jimmy also said Pro Mods Rust map plus 10 more or so. Okay. We are taking this turn. Don't like the look of this truck though. I really don't like the dash layout. Oh, that looks very very poor. Pro Mods are doing a Canadian map for ATS. Ah, a Canadian map. Oh, eh? Oh, dear. I'm sorry to any of my Canadian friends or followers or ex-friends or ex-followers. Oh, here we are. We must be arriving in Napoli now. Paddy, you can feel free to correct me anytime on my pronunciation. Dave can too, but I probably won't listen to Dave. I'll probably ignore your pronunciation version of it anyway, because us Aussies are good at butchering things. But feel free. Lucky we're not in Germany where I'm butchering Leipzig. Can't fix your pronunciation anyway. That's nice, that is, Dave. That's real nice. You can type it and just tell me I'm saying it wrong. Then I might listen and try it differently. And you can, oh, come on, open the bloody boom gate. Yep. Then I'll re-enunciate the word or the city, and then you can tell me if I'm right or wrong. Traffic? What traffic? We'll just pull out and just go for it. Okay. I did hear. Who was I watching? Oh, can't remember. But anyway. So Naples has been discovered. I hate these stupid gates. Because if I try and turn into beat traffic, I can't cross a closed gate. All right. Right. We got unloading areas around the side. Is it around this side or around the other side? 6 staff does on the other, but I'll always choose the wrong one, I guess. I know. I've done all right. This one can be used. Brake check. Oh, perfect. All right. Till now, Napoli, you are saying it well. Yeah, I did hear someone, can't remember who it was, I think it actually was an Aussie, saying Napoli at some point. Right, so here's the next choice for you guys. What skills are we going to do first? We have ADR, so dangerous goods, long distance, high value cargo, fragile cargo, just-in-time delivery, and eco driving. Now, basically, for the record, just-in-time delivery and eco driving are always the last ones I do. I normally do ADR first, so I can start doing some of the more profitable cargo. Long distance is certainly good if you're doing longer deliveries. So, for instance, that's what Jivy's put up. Deliveries up to 350 kilometre give you plus 5% higher reward for delivery distances longer than 250k, and a 25% experience bonus for delivery distances longer than 250k. Now, at the moment, that's not really going to help us, I don't think. But anyway, so I've got one vote for long distance, a high value cargo, a higher reward for doing high value deliveries, fragile cargo, again, for fragile. So it doesn't really matter what you choose. Then by rights, you would probably pick those cargo types more going forward to get a higher reward of XP. Well, there's 2 for long distance. What are you going to say, Panda or anyone else? I'll just go long distance. All right, we'll just go long distance. Don't want to sit here too long. All right, long distance it is. Okay, now let's see what we got here. Email. Need money? We can help. I thought you might like to know that we offer favourable loans to new businesses. Do you need funding to get your business running? We are here to help. Please visit your local banking centre for more information. And we've got new Renault trucks available at Budapest. Okay. All right. The bank's only going to loan me 100,000, I think. Yeah, and I've only got $5,000 on me. And as I found yesterday when I I did a restart, I was trying to do this. I ended up having, what was it I had left, Dave? I had I think it was $600 left after I bought a new truck. I didn't have enough money saved up. So we'll have a look at the dealer. Where is the dealer? Truck dealer. Naples. Visit selected dealer. Yes, we'll just visit him for now. All right. So the bottom end Volvo is 113,000. So for instance, we haven't got enough money to even get the bottom end non-spec Volvo. So we need to get some more cash under our belt, or get to the point where we can get the $500,000 loan. So yeah, that'll be off the market for now. So another quick job. All right, where are we going to go to from now, guys? Choose a country, any country. Poland? Okay, Poland it is. All right, Poland, Slovakia, and Turkey. So Poland, Slovakia, and Turkey down there. No, I'm going to go Poland. I think Poland will be the first point. And so we're going to be going out of Warsaw. All right, Krakow. Right. Actually, let's have a look. So it gives us a $14.77 job. Well, I was going to have a look, actually. So Slovakia, there's no jobs I can do in... Oh, are serious? No, there's not. There's no jobs in Slovakia to do. So Slovakia is not a choice. And there's none in Turkey. So there you go. So we haven't got a choice. It's Poland. That's all right. And yeah, we'll do the top one, as Dave said. The highest bang for buck, $14.70 or €14.77 per kilometre. So what are we doing? We're doing a reservoir tank. Find one that goes to, well, it doesn't matter because we can't then link up because we're only doing the freight market or the quick jobs until we get our own truck. So even if I did do that, I wouldn't be able to select a job down there anyway because there's no primary starting point for quick jobs. So I mean I could do Romania or I could do Austria. So you're just limited with the quick jobs. But anyway, we'll do this one. We'll do the reservoir tank from Warsaw to Krakow. Is that right? Krakow? Probably not. You're nowhere near it. Now, we have got a new game coming next week, and I'm very excited to look at that game. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. It's going to be a bit of a surprise, but that will be coming. So, looking forward to that. Where are we? Which one do I want? Which is the view I want to bloody... There it is. There. Oh, just that tank. That's a baby silo. Baby tank. All right, that's what we're going to deliver. And we're driving a Scania. Real horrible blue. Anyway. All right, let's get it on. 248 kilometres, 4 hours, 19 minutes to get there. That's when we have to get there. All right, so off we go. My Little Pony? No, it's not My Little Pony, you wise ass. Tell you what, Dave, you're going to be the death of me. You really are. So, Doug, why'd you give up streaming? DC, Dave. Yeah, no, I do. Yeah, you got to be able to give it and take it. That's what she said. Anyway, discovered a recruitment agency. That's very good. I think we're going above the speed limit, actually. Now I'm thinking about the speed we're doing. Oh, not quite. We're okay. pay $5 a month to harass you. Yeah, fair point. Yeah, that's right. Pardon me. Now you're making me choke to death. Oh, dear, that's fair call. Yeah, I can't argue with that. Oh, dear. Oh, it's all in good fun. All in good fun. No, let's not even mention those 3 letters, please, mate. No, I got to take it there this morning. I'm going to drop it off this morning. So they'll probably take it and try test it. And then if they have the same problem, then I'll have to send it back, get a replacement. Because they won't just give me a replacement off the shelf. They'll make sure that they get the RMA from Corsair and then replace it. But I know they've got another unit at the store. When they ordered my unit, they ordered another one in as a spare. So I know the other day when I was at the store, it's still there. So hopefully I won't have to wait too long. But we'll just wait and see. Like I said, if it gives me too much grief or if they test it and it works, I'll just put it up for sale. I'll knock $20-$30 off it, and sell it that way. And then I'll go in and buy a Noctua fan unit or something like that. I would like to get the Cooler Master refrigerator. I think that's fantastic. The one that basically acts like a fridge. It's like $900, but I can't justify that money at the moment. Unless you want to up your sub to like $500 a month, that'd be worth it. I could do it then. Where's my mirrors? I couldn't see my mirrors then. Right. There is one fan unit I've been looking at that comes in white. But it's better. But the refrigerator one, no, it comes in black, which is unfortunate. But the new one, Jimmy, it goes into a pump failure mode. So even though it's all working, so the pump is working between its 2200 and 2700 fan speed for the impeller. The 3 fans are working fine. The CPU sits at 28, 29 degrees under no load. Under load, it goes anywhere from 40 to 50, which is fine. But after it does the BIOS check, it goes into a pump failure mode. So it just flashes red. So even though it's working, there's something wrong with the sense circuit or the IO circuit. So when I took it back the other day, the guys at the shop said, well, you're plugging the sense circuit into the CPU header, fan header, or the AIO pump header. And I said, well, I don't think my motherboard's got the AIO pump header on it. So we looked it up, and indeed it did. So they said, go back and try it on that. That's probably part of the reason why it's doing it. So I did that, and no joy, same thing. So yeah, I don't know if it's an AIO pump problem. Certainly when I spoke to one of the techs on the phone Monday afternoon, I think it was, they seem to think it sounds more like a pump issue than a motherboard issue or anything else. So I'm going to take it back to the shop today. I get them to have a look at it, get it tested, and then we'll see how things go from there. That's just a pain in the ass. I mean, it's just the pain, just the fact of pulling it off, putting it back on again, pulling it off, pulling it back on again. So at the moment, I've got the old AIO cooler on there. Oh, pardon me. Yeah. So, but funnily enough, since I put the old one back on there with a far better thermal paste, it's actually running better than what it was before. So, yeah, go figure. But anyway, I don't know. We'll just wait and see. I was actually thinking about getting, I don't know if you've ever seen them. There's a few that just have like a little pot RGB cooler. So the fan's actually facing out from the CPU, like it's not on a 90-degree angle from the CPU. There's a few of those little ones, and they apparently work quite well in a decent case with decent cooling. And once I put all the other fans in this case, the cooling should be fine. So I may just get one of them. They're only about $40-50, so I may just put one of those in. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, over the speed limit. Uh, right. Right, cruise control, that's better. Now I can see what my cruise control is set to. So we're set to 66. Increase that to 70. Right, now we're right. Feet up on the dash and we'll just drive along. Yes, that's what's wrong with it. So that's all right in the interim. Oh, roadkill. No, rubbish. Jimmy, have you seen the news about Miami in Call of Duty? Black Ops 2. On a totally separate note from what we're doing now, obviously. They've reduced the map and reworked it. So you'll no longer have that big Miami map for 6v6. So it's been shrunken down. Comes out this week, I believe. You saw on the Treyarch Twitter. Come on. This is where I'd normally just go out around them and just pass them. Come on. Yeah, they're saying that apparently everyone reckons it's too dark and it's too big. I actually enjoy it. I think it's one of the better maps myself as well, but maybe it just suits my my camping LMG play better. Also, actually, that's one thing. I'll change subjects again. One thing they have gotten very good is these things in these games in ATS and ETS is the obstructions and construction works and broken down trucks and stuff like that. I think they've done a very, very good job. Like, so for instance, here they're obviously putting in a new double lane or two-way road section and all the road works associated with it. I think it's fantastic. It really is. Back on 70k now. Cruise control. Yeah, well, that's what they were saying, that too many people thought it was too big. I guess that's not too big when you do the what's the other mode? The one that we like. Anyway, the bigger mode where you got 12v12, but for 6v6 matches, I guess it probably is a bit big. But the simple way around that is just don't. Oh, come on, move! Damn you! Don't slow down for coppers. Just take them out. Right. And we did actually obey the road rules there, by the way. So just ignore that. We'll move along. Anyway, yeah. No, so that's the reason. But that's apparently dropping this week. Combined arms. That's what I meant. No, I disagree with that, Dave. I don't think it's small for snipers at all, Miami. I think it's fine. Obviously, it's not one where you have a sniper rifle with a 10 or 20 scope on it. But I've sat there quite a few times with a sniper rifle, and had fun. No, Jimmy's eyesight that needs to be a bit closer. Otherwise, he misses to the left too much. I could just imagine the abuse coming soon. Oh, right. I'm sorry. My mistake. Left, right, same difference. Oh, dear. Oh, I sort of got over it a bit. Play it this afternoon if you're. When are you available? Oh, we could always stop this and play some COD. Or perhaps tomorrow morning we could. Probably 3 more hours. Well, this afternoon. Send me a message this afternoon when you're available. Send me a message this afternoon when you're available, and I haven't got that much on, I don't think. So we'll smash up some COD, and I'll go live with it, and Jimmy can come and join us if he wishes, obviously. Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. Oh, you'll be streaming. Oh well. That's all right. You can join us when you're finished. Yeah, change the stream. Right, we've got 32 Ks to go. We're almost there. Call of Farm Sim Duty. I guess that's one of the things I did do as well with this and same with ATS, I took off the more money, more experience mods as well. So like, it is slow going to start and building up your little empire, but I had one on there and I just sort of ignored it because it was only for solo play. You're on Farm Sim today, aren't you? Aren't you supposed to be streaming Farm Simulator today? Oh, okay. Fair enough. Oh, I missed my turn. Jesus. This will be fun. Right, so now we're going to do a Yui. Too busy bloody looking at chat. Blame you for that, Dave. All right, so tell me, is it illegal to do a U-turn? Yeah, I'm away. Oh, so you can just randomly just turn around anywhere near an intersection? I didn't get fined, so it must be legal. I'm okay. Going to do 7 days die on Wednesday instead of having a day off. Mental state pending. Fair enough. I'm actually going to probably start streaming a lot more of a night, of a weeknight later. So it'll be late night streaming. So it'll be more for Yeah, case in point, yeah. More for my Australian audience, what little there is, if there's any. I don't know how many Aussies actually watch me, to be honest. So, yeah, I want to try and get to sort of like 5-6 days a week streaming, even if it is short night ones. But that'll also include some YouTube streaming as well. So, and I've got to do some recording for YouTube as well. I've got 2 Point Hospital, and what's the other one I'm doing for YouTube? Can't remember. City Skylines. I got City Sky. I want to finish off the City Skylines. City Skylines? No, City Skylines I'm streaming. Is the last one I was streaming. I am going to do a new map on City Skylines, and I probably will do that on YouTube. And I'm going to basically start from scratch, and then I'm gonna do very similar to what Biff has actually just done, to be honest. Cull most of my mods and just start from scratch with new. Get rid of a lot of the mods that we don't use. Although I haven't played City Skylines since I've upgraded the video card as well, so I don't know if I'm going to have a big performance increase with that either. But anyway, we'll see. All right, so that's that job done. So what we now got is €9,720. Okay, I can still only borrow one loan, I think, at the moment. So there's no point. If I borrow 100,000, I'll start paying it back in a way of money for a truck. So I think we have to do another job market job. So here we go again. Righto. So which country this time, guys? How about we do one up north? What do you reckon? Norway. We haven't got much of a choice, actually. Norway. Oh, St. Petersburg. So we've got St. Petersburg, Oslo, and that's probably it. So they're the choices. Start up north. Sweden. There's nothing in Sweden I can do. There's no points in Sweden I can start. So you only the ones that have got the big button. Also, where's also? Where's also, Dave? We could go to Oslo. So it's either Oslo or right above Oslo. So it's either Oslo in Norway or St. Petersburg in Russia, in the motherland. So we've got one vote for Oslo, one vote for Russia. Jimmy, you got to break the tie. Oh, you said Norway. No, Norway it is. No, Jimmy said Norway, so you're safe. All right. So, motor oil. So there's motor oil or chimney systems. They're both pretty much the same. We actually get more from this one, but we've actually got probably a longer distance to run, which isn't a problem. These are articulated trailers too, by the look of it. So double trailers, doubles or triples, or lamb stomachs. No, we're not going to do that. It's only a short run. Yeah, so that's the choice. Chimney systems or the oil. Which one, guys? One's with the Renault, one's with the Mercedes. Dave says chimneys. So that's going Norway down into Sweden. And that one's also doing the same. Oh, they're both pretty much the same route. One's a little bit longer than the other. Chimneys it is. No, we had 2 votes for chimneys. That's what it is. Missed out, Jimmy. Righto. Time for coffee. Jimmy was doing it to make you feel better. All right, so we have found. Well, look, there's the ferry. Nice. I do love this game. I love the way it looks. Right, now off we go. $332 kilometres is our route. It's got an articulated trailer on. All right. Let's look at the cop car. There's our trailers. You can see them in the rear vision mirror. Right. Off we go. Oh, was it? So it was also oil from Oslo. Say that 5 times without slowing down. Jesus. Righto. Cruise control on. And away we go. Don't you dare pull out in front of me. Well done. So that was where it used to be in the early days. They wouldn't they'd wait and then they'd pull out right at the last minute in front of you, and it'd be like instantaneous brake check. And the only way around it was you'd always have to make sure you're in the opposite lane. But even then, sometimes you weren't safe. I remember having buses that had come out an intersection like that, and they'd cross 3 lanes to get to the outside lane. Barreling down the highway at 100k an hour or whatever, and you get absolutely poleaxed by a bus. The amount of times I've ended up with truck and trailer on the middle of the Armco and stuff like that and not been able to get off. Anyway. Something akin to what I remember when Jimmy and I did a little bit of multiplayer trucking, actually. He used to jackknife his truck around corners quite regularly, if I recall correctly. I mean, my driving was perfect, of course. So the next thing I guess we're going to have to choose is the brand of truck we're going to get. Now, obviously, we may well be a bit limited in the fact of we can only get the brand of truck that we've actually opened up. Oh, I could have used the auto pass, could I? Does that work? The auto pass? Don't know. Anyway, yeah. So we may for the moment we only have what was it? We only have the Renault dealer, and what was the other one that was available to us? I can't remember. There's only 2 dealers we've found so far, so we've only got 2 brands of truck that'll be available to us. No. You son of a. It was perfect. You perfectly kept me checked. No, I have specific video footage where you were actually in front of me jackknifing. It wasn't me in front of you and then you jackknifing. I have the video footage I have snippets of it of you jackknifing in front of me. That highway, what was it in Utah? Was it Utah? Going up around that bend. You did it 2 or 3 times in quick succession with that load you had on. Can't remember what the load was now. But anyway, it's all good fun. It's all good fun. Editing for the win. Yeah, that's right. I actually edited it so far in Photoshop and then put it in frame by frame. Yeah. I'm glad you think my Photoshop and editing skills are that well advanced. Oh dear. I was going to do a long stream today in celebration of my birthday last week, but I'm not going to do a long stream, mainly because I'm an old fart now, so I got up later anyway. What? We did play MP. Because remember, it took us ages to set up all the mods and in the right loading order and everything else. We definitely did. Anyway, yeah. So, but tomorrow I may do a slightly extended stream. We'll see. We'll see how things go. But yeah, so it won't be an extended stream because with the Bahrain GP on, we're qualifying and practice and all that sort of stuff. I've got well, it was a very early morning this morning, late early morning. I still have part of the last qualifying practice session. Yeah, thanks. And then got a late night tonight with the follow up qualifying and all that sort of stuff. So, sorry, is it qualifying tonight? Can't remember. Anyway, yeah, that's better. Great pass. I like that much better. No, that's what I mean. You're setting up. We're setting up Truckers MP and that. No, watching it, Dave. I know, watching the Grand Prix. And I wouldn't do iRacing anyway. If I play it, I play it on F1 2020, which I've got. Well, iRacing's not very big, or Formula One. Yeah. The interest in it sort of waned a bit the last couple of years with Mercedes' dominance. But this year looks like it's going to be a lot more interesting. So have to wait and see. I don't mind it. My only problem with 2020 at the moment is, I was saying this I think to Dave yesterday, is it keeps on crashing on me at the moment when so by default, when in my system, because I have the Go XLR Mini, which controls all my sound profiles. So on the Go XLR Mini, I have a separate sound profile for system and game and all that sort of stuff. So for instance, on my sliders, I can turn the game volume down independently of the system or Vicky Verka and the chat and all that sort of stuff. But to set that up, you've basically got to have the game running, and then in the Windows sound settings, I'm going too fast. You then need to make changes to the settings when the game is running. Now, so obviously to do that, you need to run the game, then Alt Tab, and then the game shows up in the list, and then you change the settings. So you set the default sound to being game, for instance, game Helicon on my Go XLR, and then you set the chat to the chat audio for Go XLR. But every time you Alt Tab, the game crashes. So you can't actually do it. So the problem with that is it then means the game is tied to my system level. So if, for instance, I want to have cable TV or YouTube video or something playing in the background while I'm driving, sort of thing, I can't, because the sound is so loud. And inherently, the sound of driving a Formula One car is actually quite loud. So yeah, it means I can't do anything else at the same time, sort of thing. So it annoys the crap out of me. So yeah, not overly impressed with it, but this is what it is, I suppose. All right, so we're back on cruise control again. 130 kilometres to go. Sun's starting to set at 8 o'clock at night, 8:30 at night. Yeah, I had to. What did I get? I got something else special the other day too. Oh, I got another new game. I got a key sent to me. What is it? Cartel something or other. Which I might have a look at possibly one day this week. But yeah, it was a bit different. You got to build a cartel, obviously for the name of it, and you've got to basically launder your money. So you got to launder all your dirty money into clean money by creating farms and businesses and stuff. It looks okay. I certainly haven't spent a lot of time in it as yet, so I don't know. I might stream that one night this week and just sort of see how that goes. But yeah, it was thought it might be interesting. I read a couple of things about it, so I applied for the key and got it. But yeah, we'll probably bring that one as well. But the other game I'm going to be bringing next week is fantastic. It looks like it's going to be some great fun. So I expect that'll be much like Valheim. I'll be stuck into that for a little bit. And don't worry, Valheim is coming back, or you can cringe all you like. The Valheim is coming back. I haven't given up on Valheim. I have spent. It's funny actually on the multiplayer server. In fact, I've got to talk about that in a second. On the multiplayer server, I've spent most days or nights on the multiplayer server, and we're now up to day 200 or something, I think. And probably 170 of those days have been spent just doing farming, whether it be out farming timber or doing farming of mushrooms and turnips and I'm doing carrots at the moment, just to build up a good food supply. So as when we have people on there and we're out exploring all that sort of stuff, we have a good supply of food. So yeah, so that's all I've been doing. And it's just been just been flat out doing that. Haven't been out killing stuff really. Although I did come across, you get a laugh out of this, Jimmy. I came across, I was just doing some farming for some, what was I looking for? Carrot seeds. I went out looking for carrot seeds. And I ran over the top of this hill and there was a level 2 troll and a level 1 troll basically right next to each other. I hadn't had any food. And I just wasn't prepared for it at all and got absolutely smashed to oblivion by these two trolls. And my gear was stuck right in between them. So every time, like if I even tried to cheat portal back into where my gear was, they'd smash me before I got my gear. So I had to portal in and I had to get the aggro. I had to run them halfway around the island where I was and then try and sprint off with a little bit of food I had. I grabbed a little bit of food from the base before I went back and sprint back to my bag to get my stuff back on and then try and deal with these two bloody trolls that were very intent on beating the living bejesus out of me. So it was quite funny. But anyway, and the level 2 troll, I don't know if you've ever killed one, Jimmy, but it dropped 20 troll hides, which I was very surprised at. So Anyway, moving along. But yeah, so we do have the Valheim multiplayer server. So if anyone out there has Valheim and they want to come and join in, you're more than welcome. Just have to join us in Discord, and we will give you the details from there. And yeah, so for crying out loud, no one else had their bloody lights on. It's only 10 o'clock at night. Why would you need your lights on? Yeah, so we've got that. But the other thing is too, we also have a giveaway currently running for our followers. Never seen level 2 trial. No, I hadn't either, so I was quite surprised by it. We do have a giveaway running at the moment. Once we reach 100 followers, I don't even know what we're at now. I did get another follower, I think, yesterday. Once we get to 100 followers, we are giving away to one of 3 lucky followers that'll be drawn randomly a copy of either Valheim or the Dyson Sphere program. 58 followers. Thanks, Panda. So another 42. Come on. What are you doing? Another 42 followers, and we'll be giving that away. So I've decided I'm going to give people the choice of whether they have Valheim or Dyson Sphere program. So that'll be what we give away. So you can choose whether you have a copy of Valheim or a Dyson Sphere program if you're one of the 3 lucky followers. Then all you have to be is a follower of the channel. And if you're drawn out, I'll message you, and then you just let me know which one you want, and it'll be gifted through Steam. It must be through Steam, by the way, so you must have a Steam account as well, obviously. Then if you don't have one, you just have to create one anyway. And also, while we're talking about followers, congrats to Jimmy, our mate Jimmy JJ Alive, who reached his 50 follower count the other day. Well done. Have you signed up to affiliate yet? He has? There you go. Derail Valley and Skyhaven. Don't even know anything about them. What's Derail Valley? Is that a train one, I'm assuming? All right. Oh, I know which one you're talking about now. Yeah. No, I do own that one. Yeah, I didn't know if it was like a new version of it or whatever else, but yes, I do own Derail Valley. I can't say I've spent much time in it though, to be honest. You start off with a shunter and you've got to get it out of the shed and move it down to the other end of the line or something. Is that the one it is? Or you wouldn't know, you don't have it, but you have my copy if you like. If I could transfer it. Why are you being picky? Oh, because I'm not quite in there, am I? All right. We'll do that again. I didn't line myself up properly. I wasn't watching. Ow. Moron. Who put that stack there? Missed it by that much. Yep. Again, too busy with the chat. Oh, I just nudged him, did I? Yeah. Get out of the way. Oh, they haven't made me back in. You should be able to drive this one in. It's just the angle's not quite right. I mean, I could do it this way. Just getting that last trailer to line up well enough. That's the problem. If I don't get it this time, I'll just skip it. 9 XP is not really worth flapping about too much with. There you go. Okay. Level 2 newbie. All right. Next. So what skill are we going to do next, guys? ADR, long distance, high value cargo, fragile cargo, just in time delivery, or eco driving. Don't all speak at once. High value. Explosives. So you got one for ADR, one for high value, and one for fragile. Thanks, guys. All right, I'll ask my son. You got to choose explosives, high value, or fragile. Right, there we go. Explosives all the way, my son reckons. So that's what we're going to do. There we go. Right. Dave said, "Good boy." Oh dear. All right, what have we got? We got $17,000. So I think we can buy our first truck. What do you reckon? Buy a truck? Let's go have a look. So the dealers we've got. What dealers have we got? We can either buy a Renault or a Volvo. So that's what your choice is. Renault or Volvo is the next choice. One for Volvo. Two for Volvo. That'll do. Volvo it is. So 3 it is. Back to Napoli we go. Visit selected dealer. All right. So, actually, no. I need to go to the bank first, don't I? Why didn't someone remind me of that? Okay. Off to the bank. We're going to borrow 100,000. Yes. And you won't let me borrow the other, will you? No. So, there we go. So, our budget. No. Don't want to go to the bank again. I want to go to truck dealers. So, our budget is limited to $117,647. So, the list price for that thing is $113,000. Now, there won't be much in the way of upgrades available anyway. Level 8. We can afford that. We can get the upgraded engines. We can get a 460 horsepower engine. That'll be 115,000. Haven't got enough to get the improved retarder. Yeah, we're going to go the UK version or Australian version. The paint, I haven't got enough money to do the paint. I'm gonna do a paint job later, so that'll do. So the price as fitted is going to be 115,000. So we're going to change the orientation of the steering wheel to the European/Australian or British/Australian version, and we're going to have the upgraded engine. So we're going to confirm. Oh, actually, I really don't like that color though. Custom color. If I choose a custom color, what's that going to cost us? 116,700. Okay, so we can do a custom color. So I'm going to go and do. Yeah, that'll do. All right, that's the color we're going to go, and we're going to confirm that, and that's going to be our truck. $116,720. We're going to purchase that. Thank you for buying your first truck from us. Please come again. Probably very unlikely. Okie day, okie day, okie day. There are you. Excellent. Right. Cool. Right. Don't need to see you anymore. Let's go. Righto. So now with this game, we can actually also buy our own trailers. So that's something we're going to do later on as well when we got more cash. But now this gives us the option that we can do other jobs and should be much, much better for us. We can also do World of Trucks delivery because we have got it linked to our account. Now we're going to go from Vienna. Oh no, profile's not connected. I can't do that, so I'm going to have to fix that for the next time. Okay. So we can only do normal job freight markets. Okay, that's fine. So from Vienna, obviously we want to start from Vienna. We can do a job from Vienna to Ostrava in Czechoslovakia. That's going to give us the best bang for buck. Or we can do an internal job of peanut butter, internal Vienna to Graz in Austria. So I'm assuming we'll probably go, this one's probably the best value, but that one there is still good cash for the dollars, for the distance. So what do you reckon, guys? Make a choice. Stokes or Euro goodies? In Strava. Oh, we've got the heavy loads in Ostrava. So heading up there is probably not a bad idea anyway. So Panda, you want to do this short job, do you? So that's going to take us to there. When we get to Graz, nothing there. Actually, no, there's nothing in either of those. So either way, no matter where we go, we're going to have to go back to another base area probably. So Euro goodies? Any more for any more? No. Euro goodies it is. Alrighty. Let's get the hell out of here. All right. Okay, there's a trailer. Okay. And away we go. Our first delivery for our own company. Yellow means go quicker. We're only doing 30 k's over the speed limit. That's okay. Speed limit be damned today. So we're following the road off to, what is it, Linz and Salzburg? We're taking this one here. Oh, come on. Slow moving traffic in the right hand lane. Actually, I haven't checked. Fuel we're okay with, and sleep. We're going to do some sleep sometime soonish. Yeah, we'll use the duck lane. No, we won't. I was gonna dash up the outside. And yes, I know we are breaking the speed limit now. We're going to be a naughty trucker for now for this job. 112 k's to go. And we're only 10 k's over the speed limit, so. Oh, a bit of a lean then. So, what other games are you guys looking forward to? I mean, we've already heard from Dave in relation to Derail and what was the other one? Skyhaven. Not that I know what Skyhaven is. I got a few games on the horizon that I'm really looking forward to. Most notably, I guess, Airport Management. Okay, we'll have to go have a look at that. There's one particular one I'm really looking forward to later this year, and I will definitely be bringing to the channel, whether it be Twitch or YouTube, and that is Diablo 2 Remastered. I don't know if any of you saw BlizzCon online or have seen any of the stuff in relation to it, or if indeed you're a follower of Diablo. But Diablo 2 was probably the best version of Diablo out. It was nice and dark and all that sort of stuff. It has been remastered, and all the looks of it so far shows it's being done a much better job of that than what they did with the remaster of Warcraft. Because obviously we're talking about Blizzard / Blizzard Activision now. But the guys that have done the remaster of Diablo 2 and its associated add-on, the what was it? Lord of Destruction, LOD, looks fantastic, and I can't wait to get back into that into high res goodness. So that will definitely be coming to the channel. So that's one I'm looking forward to. Obviously, also looking very much forward to Diablo 4. Although that's Jesus, was that? I don't know if I also had a bit of a glitch then, but anyway, he obviously just stopped dead with a breakdown. That was nice of him. Phew. Anyway, we avoided the crash. Still got perfect record. All right. Yeah. So Diablo 4 is due out next year. Can't wait for that at this stage. So yeah, that's another one coming out. I don't think apart from that, there's anything I'm really looking forward to on the horizon that I'm aware of. So, what about you guys? What are you guys looking forward to? What's coming out? Obviously, there's the go-tos. There's Valheim. I mean, Valheim's got its roadmap put out now, and it's got 4 particular growths or expansions they want done before they come out of early access. Hearth and Home is the first one coming out for that, and they're working on that at the moment. There's 7 Days to Die is continually under development. Another great game that Jimmy has covered to some great extent on his Twitch channel. Which we should get back to doing some multiplayer at some point, I guess, maybe. Farming Simulator, I guess. Farming Simulator. We haven't heard anything from that as yet that I'm aware of, or the next version of Farming Simulator. Will we be interested in Farming Simulator? Look, I don't know. I know, particularly for YouTube, the vast majority of... You blocked that off, but I'm supposed to go down that way. I'll go that way anyway, bug you. The vast majority of my subscribers on YouTube are... Oh, what the hell? Well, that's why they blocked the road off. No, you know what? Bugger it. Can we make our way through? Can we push chopper? Come on. No, chopper won't move. Righto. Excuse me while I just destroy the legal application of laws. Right. So we should have just avoided this to start with. But anyway. All right. So we wasted all that time. We'll just continue on. So Jimmy says the next Elder Scrolls, apart from that, have no idea what's coming out. Not really interested in the next FS unless they do a huge improvement of all sorts. Builders of Egypt, forgot about that one too. Yeah, getting back to what was it? I was talking about farming sim before I got rudely interrupted by that helicopter. As much as most of my, and I mean, I don't know, it'll obviously impact my YouTube channel. As much as not putting content on there is impacting it, I guess. I'll probably lose a few subscribers when I don't do any more farming sim. But farming sim to me is dead. I lost all interest in it. I think I've looked at the last couple of DLCs they put out. The Grimy pack, the latest one they put out, which is I can't remember what brand it is, but it's for the equivalent of the Komatsu and the Scorpion King stuff. It's more forestry stuff. I mean, there's nothing new. I mean, they did that. They did the soil thing, which is all fine. However, from reports of that, that's not all that it's cracked up to be either. But Ryan, can you turn that alarm off, please? So yeah, I'm not so sure even that. I mean, they're just not. The game is not growing. It's stagnant, and certainly their treatment of modders is not improving. I mean, look, there's a whole pile of things. I mean, I could be one of many, not naming names, that are just blind fanboys and just do it to make a buck or whatever else. I mean, look, I could probably go out and force myself to do mod reviews or whatever else on farming sim and put them out there, but I'm not going to force myself to play a game I'm not enjoying playing, and I have in the last couple of weeks been back there and had a look. See you, Panda. Thanks for joining, mate. Take care. All right, mate. No worries. We'll catch you on the flip side. I'm not going to force myself to play a game that I'm not enjoying just for the sake of putting it on the channel. I'm really not gonna late break. Too busy talking, not watching my GPS. I don't think it helps the streamer. So I'm talking obviously about myself at the moment, but I don't think it helps any streamer if they're forcing themselves to play a game just for the sake of doing it for the money, the follows, the whatever else. Because I think you can tell with people after a while that they're just not into the game anyway. They're not enjoying it. They're just going through the motions. I don't want to do that. I do this not to. This isn't being done as a career, as a money maker. Sure, it'd be nice if it ended up being that way. I mean, who's to say? But I mean, the reality of it is, it's just a hobby. And until it gets to such a point where it would be a full-time business, then you may get to the point where you go, right, well, I have to sort of push myself and do this anyway, whether I like it or not, because this is what my fan base or my supporters want. But I don't see the point in pushing yourself, like I said, to play something or do something you're not enjoying. Like, bugger. If you don't enjoy it, so really, to me, there's absolutely no point. So I certainly won't go back to Farming Simulator 19 ever. It's dead. Dead to the fact I've actually uninstalled it. So all my mods are gone. So even if I did want to revert back, it'd be nigh impossible to do because I've got rid of all the mods, everything. So yeah, I mean, that's just my opinion. Obviously, others have a differing opinion of that. Buggier. I got through in time, obviously. Yeah, but it's certainly not something I'm going to revert back to. So, and the next farming sim, which is where this conversation started from, I don't know. As Jimmy sort of said, I'm not going to be interested in it unless it's remarkably different, and it brings some real game changing stuff. They promised a lot of game changing stuff. They did promise a lot of game changing stuff in 19, but it didn't come to pass. Their implementation of the initial terrain editing and stuff was absolutely shit. And I just don't like the way they do things as a business either. So, anyway, they sent me a lovely plaque saying I'm a partner, or sorry, a certificate. For partner. So I mean, I can sit here and say, go buy a farming sim, and I get a portion of the profits. Blah blah blah. I'm not going to bother. It really grates me the wrong way. I don't like the way they do things. The more and more reports I hear about the way they're still treating modders, is just remarkable, because I mean, the only reason their game still has any longevity is purely because of the modding market, as in the modders that sit there and make new mods for the game, because that's where the innovation's coming from. So, but anyway, I won't continue on because otherwise I'll get ranty and just don't like it. So, yeah, I won't be back at Farming Sim 19 or 20 or 21 or whatever. So we finished that one. So, still level 2 newbie. Jimmy says, I did download Western Australia's 16-time map to have a look at it. What do you think of that? It's just an extension. Is it an extension of what's the name's WA map that we've been playing? Certainly looks like it. Looks like they've taken it and extended it. Have they split from Focus? Is that what you're basically implying there? They're split from Focus? Really? I didn't know that. Well, that will make it interesting, because I mean, as I said before 19 was released, I was saying that the reason why it's going to come out and it'll be shit initially, will be because Focus will be driving, as a publisher, will be driving them to release it no matter what. No, look, and I agree with you, Dave. I don't think that will be the case, and I certainly believe that giants are their own worst enemy. I do still firmly believe that 19 was released purely in that time frame because of Focus, and demanding they put it out in the timely fashion. However, I'm also not stupid enough to believe that Giants would have said, no, we're going to delay it by another 6 months and get it right. So I don't believe it's going to fix anything. But hey, I mean, look, we could be surprised. I mean, they've got a lot more development time on it because of COVID and everything else. But yeah, anyway, we'll see. All right, next job. So we've got Grutz to Linz with some fresh fish. $19, €19 a kilometre. We've got canned tuna for 18 a kilometre. And we've got this one into Hungary, wood bark for 18 a kilometre. So what do you reckon? We also have a logs contract there. That's only 17 a kilometre. So what job do you reckon, guys? No, that was purely Giants, mate. I know that for a fact. It was Giants that wanted to push the esports, and yeah, I'm with you. That as soon as I said that, I was like, nah, you guys have lost the plot. Yeah, I would like to think so too, Jimmy. But you know, I don't. I mean, look, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna do this one here. I'm not going to do that one because that's too short. I'm going to do this one here because it gets us into Hungary. So we'll do that one. Yeah, look, yeah, look, I don't know. It hurts me because I thoroughly enjoyed 17. I really did. I loved 17. I mean, how many hours was it? Some stupid amount of hours in there, in 17. And where am I going? Down here. And 19, while it was good, it just wasn't as good as 17. I don't think even to the point of when I last played it, I can honestly say that 19 was as good as 17. And that's why there's a hell of a lot of players that still play 17 instead of 19. And I mean, look, it drove the likes of a certain modder that used to be part of my channel away. And he only worked on 17. And there's others that have done the same thing. And look, I don't know. There's more to it that meets the eye, obviously. I'd like to think they can come back and it'd be something worthy to go and play. But it's not going to be for me. I think Farming Sim is a dead game as far as I'm concerned going forward. If that impacts my YouTube channel and the people that follow me on YouTube, hey, look, so be it. It's just what I'm going to have to live with. But I can't force myself to go back to that game. I just can't do it. So anyway, that's the end of that one. So Jimmy said, yeah, farmhouse at the same place. A little more fields. Yeah, I looked at, there were some screenshots, I think, on Facebook. I saw some people playing it, and it looked to be exactly the same farmhouse and all that sort of stuff. And basically the same layout in the farmyard. So I figured that it must have just been an extension. Right. So we're grabbing this job here. I know you said best paying job. This is probably equal best paying job, close to, but like I said, it gets us down to Hungary. So nice to go and drive into different areas, go look around. Okay, off we go with this job. This one's 318 kilometers. And this may be the last one for this stream. We'll see how things go. This is where we ran into the helicopter problem, wasn't it? See, I guess one of the things that gets me is you get the difference between a really good game studio and publisher, and then some really ordinary ones. Like you look at STS, like with ATS and ETS, the games are, what was it, 10 and 6, 7 years old, and they continue to build it. They continue to improve on it. They don't rush things out. They bring it out when it's complete. All that sort of stuff. I'm going to go in here. I'm actually going to do a rest period here. Yeah, so they do go off and do all that sort of stuff, which is great, and I think hats off to them for doing that. But I'll just do the rest. Your others that just they're more worried about just putting the money out. Well, there we go. There, my light's working. Yeah. So I mean, you look at City Skylines with Paradox. I mean, they're continually pumping stuff out. You look at Frontier Development Studio with Planet Zoo and Planet Coaster. They're constantly putting out stuff to improve and make that game better. And you get such loyal followings. I mean, okay, there might not be as much money and as making a new game and all that sort of stuff in DLCs, but if you do it right, you're going to get the following. And I mean, I think Farming Giants have just lost a little bit. In fact, what I am going to do is Cattle and Crops has had a bit of a name change, and they've just done another big update. I'm actually going to go and spend a bit more time in Cattle and Crop and see what that's like. I might bring that to the channel, actually, and play a bit of that. I mean, I do like the farming sim stuff. I like the premise of it. I like the farming side of it. I enjoyed it as a game and the premise of the game. I just don't like where Giants has gone with it, ultimately. So I think after backing Cattle and Crops many, many years ago for the 200 and something bucks or whatever it was, I think I should go and put some time in it, and I'm going to do that. So I might download that today, actually, and I'll have a look at that sometime today, tomorrow, and look at bringing it possibly to the channel next weekend. We might do an extended play test of Cattle and Crops, and see how things go with that. I did play with Cattle and Crops probably about 5-6 months ago when they did another update, a fairly big update, and I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. I just hadn't had enough time in it to really sort of sink my teeth into it. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. There you go. So Cattle and Crops. I will be bringing Cattle and Crops to Twitch and or YouTube sometime in the very near future. In 1 hour, a game called The Bus is being released. A bus simulator looks like ETS. 1-to-1 scale of driving around Berlin. That sounds interesting. Is it better than Bus Simulator? Because that was a bit ordinary. Who's producing that one, Jimmy? As in developer and publisher. Obviously, you're looking at it or have looked at it, so you may be able to look at it again and tell me. But if not, there's no drama. I'll have a look at it later. Right, gotta stop speeding. Come on, gotta do this properly. Concentrating. I'm assuming it's on Steam. It's being released. Sorry, I've got it up now. The Bus. TML Studios. Publisher is Aerosoft. Aerosoft have done some good stuff previously. Okay. It's a single player. Mate, you can team up with other players online. It still says to me it's not out yet. Yeah, it's the same price here. It is multiplayer online. Excuse me, I'm just driving slowly because I'm actually looking at the other computer and... Yeah, it is out now. Yep. Yeah, you're right. Well, you know what? We might do that this afternoon. It's got English, yeah, okay. Okay, we might do that this afternoon. Cool. All right. Thanks, Jimmy. Could be interesting. All right, we're holding up traffic here, aren't we? We're going a lot slower than we're supposed to be. What's the speed limit? 70, and we're doing 50. We're turning here though, so that's all right. Oh, why? What's the recommended specs? Like, as in it's high or low? It's only one route you can run backwards and forwards. Oh, that's easy. I got all that pushed over. That's not a problem. So graphically, it might be fairly intense, obviously. Oh, look. Well, I'll have a look at it, and if it's not up to scratch, I'll just refund it. It's not a problem. Yeah, that's for the early access, but yeah, I mean, this is the reality of the way games get released now. I mean, I have two different feelings on early access games. One is it's a bit of a flog in releasing a game to early access that's nowhere near ready for release, just so they can make more money and then possibly not even improve it. That's happened previously, and once bitten, twice shy, I guess, in many respects. Yeah, no worries, Jimmy. I could be a test bench. Yeah, so that's the one side of it. The other side of it, and certainly if you look at, so let's have a look at some recent examples: Valheim, Satisfactory. What else is in early access that I've been playing, for instance? But just those two to start with. The games themselves are very polished. Don't even mention Farm Sim, Dave. Don't even go there. And they've used that money and that time and that feedback to make the games better. Satisfactory's gone from strength to strength. I still think it's a great game. It's okay. It's a bit of a niche game, but I still think it's fantastic. I was in there again 2 nights ago, and I think it's great. All the additions, stuff like that. 7 Days to Die is another one. It's a game that's been around for, what is it? A huge amount of years now. Constantly improving it, has a good player base. People like it. Again, not for everyone, but it's a great game. Constantly improving it. It's fantastic. And if a company is going to do that in relation to the fact that, speaking again, if they're going to take that time, put time and quality and effort into the game, and then based on the feedback they get from the players, granted, as long as the players are giving valid, useful feedback, not just, "Oh, your game's shite," which unfortunately many people do, then I don't have a problem with it. Like you look at Valheim. I mean, Valheim now has sold over 6 million copies. It's in early access. Now, those guys probably would have never dreamed to have even get that many sales. What that now enables them to do is, well, a couple of different things. They can dream bigger and better for the game they already have. They can fast track some of the development by bringing more people in. Or alternatively, they can rest on their laurels and not improve it, and then have 6 million people go against them. I don't see that happening, but I mean, it gives them an opportunity, particularly, to improve things and make the game even better than what they would have possibly or had dreamed of. Which then means when the game goes into final access, if it ever goes into final access, I'm looking at you, 7 Days to Die. Then I mean, the player base is better for it. So I mean, I'm a bit torn between the early access. I mean, really, the early access, I still hark back. I mean, okay, I'm an old fart. I'm 50 now. Yep, okay, I get it. I hark back to the old days of going to the computer store. It was the only place you could get your computer game. You'd rock into the store and you'd pick up that copy of, let me see, Falcon Patrol on Commodore 64. It was on a data tape, and you took it home. You spent the 35 minutes loading the game up. Then it crashes. Then you've got to load it up again and wait 35 minutes for the game to load again. But you played a game that was complete, and there wasn't any patches to fix any last minute problems. It was well tested and all that prior to it coming out. Gone are those days. The current modus operandi of game studios. Sorry, I'll rephrase that. The current modus operandi of game publishers is get the game out there, make money as soon as we can, use the hype. There is no longer the "it'll be done when it's done" type mantra. And that is what's the real big shame. Now, that's been driven really by consoles. The console players have to have the game when the game's released. So back in the day when we didn't have consoles, people understood that the game might come out in a beta, and certain people may have access to the game and test it and whatever else. And they'd be happy with that because they know at least like-minded gamers are testing the game, and when it does come out and they can get their hands on it, it'll be complete, working, all that sort of stuff. Whereas nowadays, it's just, we'll put it out there to the masses and let everyone deal with it. Now, I mean, there've been some real disasters in that case, like Warcraft, the remastered version of Warcraft. Blizzard got that done by another company. They smashed it out, put it out, and basically they're all but going to pull it off the shelves again because they refunded almost as many sales what they had in the first week. They refunded in the second week, because they didn't bother with due diligence. They didn't bother with proper testing, and that's the evil side of the early access type phenomenon, I guess. But I mean, look, if it's done right with the right company with the right attitude, it can work, and we've seen that. And yeah, so like if the bus only has one route and you go backwards and forwards on it, and just try and improve the customers you get on there and your rating or whatever else, so be it. As long as they're going to put the work in and they continue to develop it, they take the feedback and fix the bugs promptly and all that sort of stuff, that's fine. I mean, I've done beta testing for many years for many different games. I mean, I was one of the original alpha and beta testers for World of Warcraft. Like, Jesus, that was what, 20 years ago almost. And back then with the Blizzard, not Blizzard Activision, they were great. Like we would be as alpha testers, we got an email form every 2 or 3 days. Like, so asking us what's the current version you're playing, what have you done, like what areas or zones have you done this period, what class have you played, what problems have you experienced. Like they were really detailed into trying to find out what everyone was doing, whether they had any problems. If they did have problems, what were they? If they didn't have problems, what were they doing? You don't get that anymore. Like, so they'll open up an open beta and they'll just take pot luck on whether they're going to get feedback. So they'll just sit there and wait, and you may have no one gives them any feedback, and all of a sudden the only ones that are giving them feedback are giving them shit feedback. And that's the other part of it that can be bad. But no, look, I mean, I'll give it a go and see where it goes. Literally. Anyway, all right. So we're 14 k's from our destination now. Almost there. Jimmy says, I think along with others that the best use of early access by a dev to full release was the devs of Subnautica. I can't comment on that. I've never followed Subnautica. I know you've played it. I'll take your word for it, but yeah. There's been a number of different games and certainly some of them in niche areas, but I don't know. But anyway, I mean, look, as long as a company, a gaming studio is doing it the right way and they're not getting overridden and forced to bring things out early or anything else like that, like by a gaming publisher. Let's look at Farming Simulator 19 and Focus, for instance, as an example. Then I don't think it can be bad. It can be bad, but I think there's less chances of it going bad. But if you got dodgy publisher, dodgy game developers, then yeah, it's going to be bad. All right, coming into our destination. Jimmy says the bus has in-game line and route editors and in-game timetable and tour editors, so I guess you can have more than one route. Yeah, well, I think that's probably the little bit I did read, and I mean, obviously I'm busy trying to play this at the same time, was it's up to you to design your own routes and stuff like that. So that may be the reason why there's only one pre-canned route in there, because they expect you to make your own, and maybe that's exactly part of the game. And if that's the case, well, that sounds good. Sounds interesting, because then you've got to develop your route and make it profitable by maximizing your customers. All right, there we go. Dave says another game I'm looking forward to is Timberborn. I think I've heard something about that, but I don't know what it is. I'll have to go and have a look. All right, we're now level 4. No, we're not. We're level 3. Level 3 newbie. Okay. Okay, so what are we going to do now? We've got starting a company from scratch, I think, in the bus. So we got dangerous goods, long distance, high value. What are we going to do, guys? First one in gets to choose. Long distance. Roger that. Done. You got beaten, Jimmy. All right. So I think the bank has raised their money. So we can. Right. So we've got a couple of different choices now. Choice is we can. In fact, hang on. Let me just turn this music down because the music's giving me the absolute shits. Master volume, music volume. Music volume. Why? Radio volume. There we go. Right. Now I got rid of that. Okay. So we've got two choices. We can either go buy a new truck altogether, or we can upgrade this truck. Oh, really? You're telling me that now? There's no... You didn't hear all the crashes and banging. Again, that's probably because... let me have a quick look. Probably because, again, this one... Yeah, okay. That's because this one had its sounds reset as well. Okay, you'll probably have game sound now. Anyway, nice if you tell me now when I'm about to end the stream. All right, so what we get? So, all right, Jimmy, well, you can choose then. We can either, we've got three choices. We can upgrade this truck and keep it, or we can buy a new truck entirely, or we can buy a new truck and upgrade this and then get a second driver in. And that means we've got to upgrade the garage. So do we buy it? So I guess the choice is, do we upgrade and continue driving this, or do we buy a new truck, possibly upgrade and increase our garage? It's $180,000 to upgrade the garage. So you've got to keep that in mind. He's obviously off making lunch again. Right. So, Dave, you can make the decision then, because Jimmy's off making lunch or we're eating lunch. Is that Jimmy's picture? Yeah, that's Jimmy's picture when he's playing games with me, yeah. Oh, I need to, if I buy a new truck, I've got to upgrade the garage. If I just use this truck or buy a new truck and sell it, I don't have to upgrade the garage. That's what I mean. So that's the choice you have. I either upgrade this truck, buy a new truck, or upgrade the garage and get a second truck. Well, Jimmy's here now. I'll let him make the decision. I did give him the choice, the chance to make the decision. Do we have? No, we only have one slot in the original garage, don't we? Yeah, you only have one slot available in the original garage. You've got to upgrade it first. So you don't have a second slot, third slot available. So you say we got to upgrade. Right. So, okay. So the first thing we've got to do is got to go to the bank. Going to get a $400,000 loan. Yes. Right. Then we've got to upgrade the garage. So upgrade the garage. $180,000. Well spent. All right. It's done. Okay, don't need to see that. Righto. So we've now got our garage with our extra slots, which is fine. All right. So the next choice is obviously we're going to get a new truck, and we're going to use this truck for the worker. What truck are we going to get? So we have the same choices before. We have either a Volvo or Renault. We've only got $229,000 to spend. Hire a person first. Probably not such a bad idea. Hire a driver. We've only got one available. He looks a bit dodgy. Put him in there. Into there. Okay. Right. Okay, so we've got a driver there waiting. So now we need to go. So need to find out what truck you want to do. So Renault or Volvo? Do we keep using Volvo as our fleet, or do we get a new brand as well? First in, best dressed. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to look at getting the base truck. I'm going to spend what I can spend. The base one there was about 112,000. Jimmy said Volvo. That one's 108, so it's cheaper for the base one than the Renault, but Jimmy says Volvo. Really? Okay, fine. Volvo it is. So we'll go to the Volvo dealership. Yes. All right. So what have we got? We can buy. So the FH Classic Sleeper. There's the FH Sleeper. It's 114 list price. We've got the FH Classic Globetrotter, which is the tandem. 164. I can't get that one. So the best I can get is the FH Sleeper. So 420 horsepower base engine, 2100 Newton meter torque. Okay, so let's customize. Right, so sleeper cabin, chassis, engine. So we can upgrade to the 460 2300. The 900 with a 1000 to 1400 RPM, or we can go to the 460 HP 2300 900 to 1400 RPM. Do we upgrade the engine? I'm guessing so. We'll upgrade to the top engine and just do it. Retarder, yeah, 6,000. So this original price 114, new total. Yeah, we'll take that. We're going to go to the UK. Right. Now, you're not going to get a choice for this. Paint-wise. Sorry. That one. So our price is now 138,000. Right. So do we put the visor on? Change to the upgraded visor? I don't know. What we got here? No. No, not available. No, not available. Nothing there, nothing there. We will put that on. And I'm going to put which lights do we have? The square lights or the round lights? I think the square lights look better. Pink fuzzy dice. I ain't putting pink fuzzy dice in my truck. There are things you can choose and there are things you can't choose. There we go. Got the lights on there. Nothing there. Nothing there. No. Do we change the rims? No, I'm not going to bother with the rims at the moment. Fuel tank, not going to worry about. Okay, internal. Driver's plate. No, I don't want driver's plate. Main mirrors. No, there's no difference there. So we have a coffee mug or a cap. Dashboard sets. We'll put that on there. Rocket League Octane Battle Car. How the hell have I got that there? Obviously haven't got much in the way of... Huh? That always will be my answer. Then you need to change your title to viewer-driven progression if I agree. What square are you talking about, you moron? Sorry, I shouldn't be so unkind. What square are you talking about? There's no square. Square lights up top. Oh, you talking about that? Man, that was ages ago. Man, get with the current times. Right, I think that'll do. Or do I put a cap there? Coffee mug looks a bit big. You typed it ages ago. Oh, well, look, if you can't keep up with me, that's your problem, not mine. No, I'm not going to put that there. Get rid of that. Right. Okay, so that's going to be 140. Yeah, well, that's what I said. The coffee mug is a bit big. $146,000. So we'll confirm that. And we'll purchase that. Do you want to drive your truck? Yes. To there. Okay. Oh, okay. You got to go to there. Okay, thank you for your purchase. No worries. Look at that beauty. Right. Okay. So that's the new truck. So now, if we have a look at our garage manager, we're 2 out of 3 trucks, 2 out of 3 drivers. Very good. Okay. Well, that will be it. Let's have a look at our mail. Special transports and drivers with own equipment needed. Yep. Okay. All right. Well, that's going to be it. That's 2.5 hours. That's going to be my limit this morning. So we will leave it there. When we return, we will have the world external contracts available. I will add that profile in, and we'll fix that up. But yeah, thanks for joining in, Panda, Jimmy, Dave, anyone else that's watching live or in the VOD. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to change the assigned drivers. I did change that. See, Thomas is driving the Volvo FH Classic, and then I am driving the Volvo FH Sleeper. Okay, that's all good. It's all good, mate. I'll forgive you this time. All right, but anyway, that's it for this stream. Thanks so much for watching. Again, thanks to those guys that have helped out in chat. Look forward to the next one where you help drive my career progression. Well, maybe I'll look forward to it. Maybe I won't. But anyway, it's been good fun. Good fun getting back into it. We will most likely be back sometime this afternoon with the bus. We'll get that loaded and see what that's like. And tomorrow morning we'll be back. I don't know what we'll come back with tomorrow. We may come back with this, or we may head back into Valheim or Dyson Sphere Project, or maybe even City Skylines. We'll see how we feel. But until then, don't forget to check out Jimmy J. Jimmy J will be live. Yeah. Good on you, amateur. Yeah, all right. Yeah. Yeah, there's many comebacks I could have, but I'm not going to throw them. I'm just going to leave it. I'll take the higher road. I'll be back later on today, and possibly even tonight with a bit of streaming tonight as well. So another 2 streams possibly today. We'll see how things go. But until then, take care of yourselves, your loved ones, and we'll see you again very, very soon back here at Duck Solid Gaming. See you later. Bye.